Started so well for Team LDLC. Unfortunately, that momentum hits a grinding halt on our third map. That is, of course, for all the French fans. North America rejoice because Liquid are going to the arena. We will get to see them live in Chicago in the Wintrust Arena tomorrow. I am joined by Lurpis and Pimp to talk about this one and, of course, the one that's coming up. We've got so much Counter-Strike for you today. We get to see more from Astralis. But first, let's focus on this, Jacob. What happened?
I think LDLC is a classic case of them running out of stamina. They obviously did not play a great game, and on the other side, you know, Liquid turned up. It was Nitro, it was Nefly, the two catalysts behind this win, and those were two guys who had a quiet series up until this point. So we got to see the diversity of Liquid, we got to see the depth in the squad, whereas for LDLC, they had no one stepping up when it really needed. A great tournament by them, but I think, you know, in the end, you know, a little bit of more stamina, a little bit of more know-how, a little bit more experience in these tight situations would have helped them a lot.
Understood. And I mean, when you do consider it, the fact of the matter is that LDLC, they pushed them so far on cash, they must be kicking themselves. Every round you lose, Tommy, you're thinking, if only I hit that shot, if only I did that one mistake, if I didn't make it, this game would be over.
Yeah, and it's one of those games where you don't have that much experience, so every single time you lose a round, you feel like, oh, like, was that it? Like, was that our shot? Liquid wound up winning, I think, 30 out of 37 rounds to close the series.
Wow, that's a stat.
Twist, yeah. Twist finished plus 20, I think, across the final two maps. So I think he was the biggest driving force. I mean, LDLC put up a good effort, right? I mean, they had a very commanding lead in the second map. They had Liquid right on the brink of elimination, but they just couldn't close the deal in the end.
No, and as we do review, you know, you take a look at the scoreboard as well. It wasn't really the usual candidates from LDLC performing. I think, you know, do we start just using the ran out of steam excuse, this stamina thing? I mean, can you elaborate on that? I feel like we kind of left that unturned.
I think it's, as Tommy said, in one of those scenarios where when you play a map like Cash and you're so close to winning and you have players thinking to themselves, oh, had that been around, could I hit that shot, we would have won the game. All those tight situations where they actually could have ended up winning the series 2-0. I think that gets to you when you get into a Mirage and you get off to a bad start. That's where the experience shows. That's where you've never been in a situation like that before and you think to yourself, oh God, had I just hit that shot on Cash, you know, which was an hour ago, instead of being focused on a Mirage map. I'm not sure whatever that's what actually went down, but you know, sometimes you can't really put words to what's happening. You can just see it on the server that the LDLC players were not up to pair with the Liquid guys. And as said, when you have Liquid players who, up until the point of Cash, had a quiet series, all of a sudden go plus 11 and plus 10, then what are you going to do if you're LDLC who are playing for the first time ever in a quarterfinal?
A whole lot of experience has been acquired, and we'll be breaking down exactly what that means for LDLC in the future once we hear from Taco, one of the players of Team Liquid, as he's locked in for the arena.
Everybody loves a good taco, and me personally, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Comforting him in what was a long day here against LDLC in the quarterfinals. First question I have for you, Taco, is this. You guys cool, or?
Sorry, I was kind of tired. I'm cool. What about you? You cool, or?
Yeah, man, I'm cool. I just want to know. You guys got a slow start today. What happened?
That's exactly what happened. We were sleeping.
Okay.
You know? No, I'm kidding, of course. They played really well. We had some unlucky rounds as well. We had some bad reads of the situations. City side on Cash was terrible. But I'm happy that we came back and we didn't choke because we are working hard on, you know, on it. And it paid off, and we just got really calm and we could come back. And we are in the semifinals, and we're gonna get to see you guys that is going to the arena here in Chicago.
That's right, the Wintrust is going to be packed out. Of course, most of them all screaming, let's go Liquid, which I'm sure we can now get the Twitch chat doing the same thing. You guys are poised to play against FaZe. Tell me what this matchup entails.
FaZe is a hard matchup for us. We lost to them 2 times already in semifinals, same situation. One Epicenter and one ESL Brazil. But definitely, we are a good team, and we're going to fight hard to win against them this time. It's going to be, of course, FaZe, they just won the last tournament. They're playing really well this tournament as well. They are a team that we respect a lot, but in the end, we are Team Liquid, man. We're going to, you know, we're going to do our best to FaZe Clan. We are coming to you, bro.
You got to hit him with these sometimes. Last question I got for you, Taco. We're going to kick it back to the desk. You said choking, so I'm just going to have to ask you straight up. Does all that nonsense stop here in Chicago?
There is no choking when you have Jared Tendler, you know? There is no choking when you have it with your team. I'm happy that Liquid is supporting us with that, and we are improving a lot. And yeah, that's it. There's not much to say, and there's no choking anymore, guys.
Yeah, so with that, no more choking. Back to the studio where they choke all day long.
Sure.
Yeah, man, every day. But that is interesting, and actually Jacob provided the insight. I didn't know who that was. So this is a sports psychologist move Liquid have made.
Yeah, who was brought back in when I was still on the team. I think I was playing under Liquid for 3 months while he was still under the fan of Liquid. So they brought him in and giving him a more significant role. He's outside watching the games and he's with them throughout the entire tournament. So he's here to help them if they have any problems or if they need to talk stuff through, basically. So, you know, another interesting aspect to that of being a professional Counter-Strike player, because back when we were playing, you know, there was no such thing as a sports psychologist.
Final words, Tommy. What do you take on the sports psychologist move? Astralis have done it and they're kings of the castle. What's your take?
I think it's helpful for anybody. I think the degree to which it is helpful varies between players. Like there's some players who, you know, come sort of more complete package mentally, and then I think some players who will get benefit significantly from it. But I think it's a good idea for everybody involved, certainly.
I'm looking forward to seeing how much further that gets Team Liquid. They're locked in for the arena. North American fans who have got your ticket in your hands, rejoice. For now, we are going to go ahead and get ready and get hyped as we've got another match. mousesports taking on Astralis in just a moment. Time to see exactly what Astralis are made of, and that of Mouse 2. We have chopped and changed our analysts up just a little bit as we get closer to game time. I do have Chad Sponge Birchall joining us with a fresh trim, in a sense.
You have never looked more handsome than you do right now.
Honestly,
I hate the both of you.
it's such a good rebrand. I think this could be your thing.
This is the rebrand.
This could be your thing. Can we get a close-up of just that beautiful moustache? Is that possible? Look at that. No, look, do like your James Bond face. Can we see your James Bond?
I'm good, man.
No? The name's Birchall. Chad Birchall.
It's the sideburns as well.
He really
got me with this. I don't know if you can see it.
You can tidy those up yourself.
I was thinking about it, but I want to leave it like this for the weekend, and then maybe I'll readjust.
When you're going back out into the public eye.
I actually wanted to go out for dinner tonight, but I'm having second thoughts. So
why, Chad?
The waiter walks up, it's like, "Hello, sir."
Could be Uber Eats this evening. So yeah,
or any other delivery service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if anyone wants to sponsor me, Fedora, Deliveroo, any of them, DoorDash.
Name it, you name it.
Postmates.
Right, we haven't got enough time. I don't want to do this pre-match justice because this is an intriguing affair. mousesports, a team who are coming into this one, as I would assume, underdogs, right? Anyone going up against Astralis tends to be put in that category. But by what margin is the question, Jacob?
I would say a pretty big margin. They lost 7 maps in a row against Astralis, but we said that yesterday with FaZe as well.
11, right?
Lost 11 in a row. So obviously Astralis are the big dogs still, but we have seen some shrink in that armor from Astralis as of lately. They don't look as posed as they used to.
Sure, and I think the vetoes coming in are going to have to be pretty straightforward. That's exactly what I was going to say, what we have on the screen right here. The pick of Train, I think that is kind of a punish pick. That's not necessarily towards the top of the totem pole for Astralis in their map pool, more of a middle ground, and one where I don't know if you can exploit them on it, though. That's the thing I'm thinking of, right? They have Device on the AWP, and Dupree picking up the secondary AWP, but versus Christian and Oscar, we always have that juxtaposition there. They need to be on fire. Rops had that banger of a game yesterday where he was just going absolutely nuts, and then we're going to end up on Dust 2. The nuke pick makes sense, right? The nuke pick, it makes a lot of sense.
I mean, what is it now?
22.
22?
So going for 23 here.
Going for 23, and just for those of you that are unfamiliar, that is successive, is that the word I'm looking for? Consecutive.
Consecutive, yes.
Consecutive nuke wins offline. That's just outrageous.
I just want to say that I disagree. I think it's a huge mistake for mousesports not to pick Mirage against Astralis right now.
You think so?
I think so. I think mousesports, we saw yesterday how well they played Mirage again.
Yeah.
Especially with Stuko back in the lineup. And Astralis, you know, they don't look too posed on Mirage right now. They didn't look too good yesterday, and they have had some rough losses on the map against teams like Tyloo, against North during DreamHack Masters Stockholm. Yeah. So it is a map that don't feel too comfortable on. Whereas for Train, I think it's one of the best maps right now. Overpass is not looking too good for Astralis either. So Train is like a top 2 map pick for them. So mousesports picking straight into what Astralis want.
I think the problem there is as well they have to start on the T side to kick this off, and that's where more of the problems do appear, at least in my mind, for a team like Mouse, because I speak about them being that mid-round team, right? Yeah. Train is a map whereas if you're not getting those executes towards that inner bomb site, where we know Zipnix is a fantastic anchor, if you're not being able to execute onto yard and find that, you know, room down cutout, pushing down towards lane, then once again, you can't play the mid-round, right? You're literally going to find yourself in a position where you're just getting shut out, and finding those entries versus a team like Astralis, they don't give them away without trade. So that's something else to keep in mind.
Yeah, something to bear in mind. I mean, this is going to be an intriguing affair just to see how far Mouse can push them. I do have to kind of echo your sentiment, though. Their Mirage looked great, right, Jacob? I mean, it looked fierce.
It looked like they were back to the Stucco way of playing with mousesports. And again, it's a small sample size. We haven't seen Stucco play with this team on lane in quite some time, so we can't really judge from that. But I mean, it must be a confidence pick from mousesports. They must believe that they're a better trained team than Astralis is. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick into it. So it goes two ways. Either they're making a little bit of a mistake here, or they believe that much in themselves, which can be a great thing going into a matchup like Astralis.
Chad, could you, and this could be a bit of a tough question, could you help explain why there has been some degree of faith lost in Astralis? I mean, we're calling them the best in the world, but why are there chinks in their armor now? Why are we framing it as they're no longer unbeatable?
So during the games that I've been able to watch firsthand, it feels like mistakes which we wouldn't usually see from these guys are cropping up, taking jewels that they wouldn't normally take, not trading in certain scenarios. Doesn't look like they're on the same page, right? It feels like they're either making more individual. Normally, here's the factor: if Dupree is towards the top of the scoreboard, that means they're playing more of a brawly style of Counter-Strike because he is the more entry frag and more aggressive guy in that entire team.
He thrives in that environment.
Exactly. So that tells me the type of game they're playing. They're either versing a brawly team of stars like a FaZe Clan, like a mousesports, or things aren't working within the camp and they're having to try just to win off individual skill. And that's been the case. He was one of the highest rated players in the tournament up to yesterday. They may have dropped down since their loss, but that is normally one of the tells for me. And yeah, just uncharacteristic duels, like taking fights that they normally wouldn't need to. I think mousesports should consider themselves pretty lucky they don't have to play Inferno in this series.
Definitely.
It's a hard one. Without Mouse winning Train, it's a hard one to see it going the distance, right? We're basically giving Nuke as a gimme to Astralis at this point. We're saying that's one map in the bag. They only have to win Train or Dust 2. And in the realms of Astralis, that's more than possible.
Yeah, and Astralis had the choice between Mirage and Dust 2. They've taken it to Dust 2. And actually, you know, if we run with that theory, with that logic, Jacob, we likely could see it. Dust 2. I mean, what's your take on that one?
I still think it's a relatively new map, and we sound like a breaking record when we say that because we have been playing Dust 2 for quite some time.
We have.
But it's still one of those maps where we haven't really set the tone yet, and I think that's going to be the theme for Dust 2 because you can't be. I don't believe you can be the best Dust 2 team in the world. I think the map is too open and it offers a little too little opportunities to be strategical or to play a certain way of Counter-Strike.
Sure.
Whereas for Nuke, you know, if you have the fundamentals down, if you have good rotations, good communication, you're going to be a great Nuke team. Dust 2 is a little bit more open in that sense. You can do a lot of different stuff. So it's going to be an open map, and it's going to be one of those scenarios where if mousesports is hitting their game and they have the individual stars showing up in Oscar, you know, going against a guy like Device who haven't had the best tournament either himself or the best period, well, I could see it go both ways.
Yeah, I think just one factor, we did see mousesports play Avantgarde on Train earlier in the tournament with Stico and Sunny towards the top of the scoreboard. Sunny was a little bit of a miss in the series earlier for these guys, so keep an eye out for him, see if he's back to that top form, Alex.
As the headphones go in and players take to their seats, it means only one thing. IEM Chicago continues. Our last quarterfinal. We'll see who will be joining the big dogs in the arena tomorrow. Liquid just did it, and now it's time to find out who from Astralis and Mouse. A battle of the red logos, the Danes versus the international roster that could. The first map will be Train. Mouse choosing to take it here. Let's see if they can back it up with some gameplay with your casters, Henry G and Sadakist.
Yes, let's get this raid on. As it's Astralis versus mousesports on Train. He said it all. Henry will say the rest.
We absolutely will. This should be a barn burner of a series. Astralis not looking their best yesterday against FaZe. A convincing 2-0 victory for them. As now, mousesports, another international squad up against the world's best. We'll see who comes out on top here. 3 sets of armor for Astralis. Magus with the CZ. Looking for some close-range gameplay there. And inside, as usual, mousesports to try and get the bomb down. Trade out some kills as they start to commit down that lower ramp. We are going to see a bucket load of players make their way towards the inside bomb site. That's a guaranteed plan at this point. Can they find any more?
See if they can. Bomb's going to go down, as you say. So Glave's got to hold off, wait for the flames to extinguish. Outside of Zed Connector, he'll move his way back through. Good dink. As Zipix tries to go for a little bit more, he'll get Chris, but Robs finds him immediately thereafter, and we find ourselves with only a one-man advantage on the Astralis side. That's at least pulled back. I should say, I meant to say the mousesports side. It's been pulled back, but Dupree getting Oscar. Trades again. Low HP, Dupree and Magis combining for just 24. And they can't quite get to the bomb yet either. A further smoke on top of it, but they're going to hug inside of the smoke. They know that if anyone even touches that, the knives come out, and surely someone swings at it. Surely someone swings at it. They've got to. They found it just barely.
My goodness.
That got closer than it needed to. Round's gone for mousesports, but all and everyone going down.
That was pretty intense towards the end, I will say that. Magus, decent effort there to get the full defuse in. 1 second away from doing it. You're right, just pull the knives out, boys. That would have been simple, but went to the more frustrating route, perhaps, trying to spam the Glocks in the smoke. Definitely was touch and go, but Astralis, I think they might be force buying. I'm seeing some scouts. I'm seeing some CZs. You do get the option for 2 scouts now with the current meta. The $1,900 allows you to bring out a little bit more. So a Device will have his, and Magisk on the secondary weapon.
So, how does that affect things moving forward for a CT side with the loss bonus brought out early, I guess you could say, with the early purchase? Train, Nuke, Dust, 2. Chance we go all 3 the way mousesports played. Certainly Astralis didn't look convincing or as convincing yesterday.
No, certainly not. Caught off guard, perhaps. I don't think anyone's expecting FaZe to look that good yesterday, especially Nico. As dupreeh pulls one back, you can see Oscar and Chris J have been tagged up heavily here. So the inside plan is confirmed. That won't be an issue here. But Astralis, with the low HP available, might be able to find a few more kills. But Sticko in a prime position, up close towards that connector, stopping the rotations and securing the round. It's going to be an AK picked up by dupreeh, though. Device with the scout. They will be on eco next round, but they get a second bite of the cherry with those saved weapons. That's if they actually manage to save them. You can see Oscar here out and about, looking for a Humber. dupreeh's got a pretty much guaranteed kill on him. Oh, I say that, maybe not. He only takes 4 damage from the exchange. That's the MAC-10 going through the glass. But dupreeh dropped now, and same story for Device. So they will save nothing at all. Well done by mousesports there, just to keep 4 players up as well. That's against the 4 spies, actually very beneficial. Meaning Astralis have to take full eco here. They'll be well equipped in the next round, but this is certainly not ideal. You have 2 options, force by in the second, or could have brought out rifles in this round, but took a gamble, didn't work out. As mousesports now in a prime position to get the 3-0. You can see nothing purchased by Astralis, USPs only. And will they go for one of their novelty stacks? I think they are, you know. I think they're doing a stack in front of the old bomb train. So yeah, they sometimes do. Remember they did this on Overpass as well? That one on B-bomb site.
Yep, the mound.
Yeah.
Well, it was like the stereotypics. We used to call it like the enshrinement.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. This actually could be pretty cool for a couple of kills. You can see Oscar flailing somewhat, but they're going to find all the kills. I've seen this before from Astralis, so I'm sure mousesports are aware of it. As it will be the 3-0. Nice try. No damage done though. And the AWP is available for Device. He'll buy that straight away. He's got armor to go with it as well. Double AWP setup. Magisk does like to AWP on this particular map. It's the only one he uses the weapon. But let's see how impactful he can be. It's a bit of an odd one. Astralis don't necessarily have a secondary AWP, but they have dupreeh, who's picked it up from time to time, but don't see it too often. Magisk, though, on train, is more than happy to bring it out. He normally will be backing up the outside area. Device is at the lower ramp right now, trying to get that aggressive first kill. Zipex holding the upper ramp, and here's Ropsis going through his proceeding. Now, Rops normally plays towards the upper ramp inside. Suggests they won't be going there at all. They'll be going for a fast outside split. Nice little Molotov there, push Clave right back. Sunny just double downing on the Molotovs. They're going to have to extinguish both of those. They're burning alive in there.
Yeah, it's like a sauna, but not really. It's more like an oven. Magisk couldn't get the shot off with the AWP. Chris J gets away from him. Was the situation, flashes out. He's got a teammate that could certainly head that direction. He's got the Galil in hand, the teammate being Sunny, but Sunny's confident with his position, comfortable to stay in the corner. Sticko through the metal flooring around the ladder, able to get the kill onto Glaive. 3-0 for mousesports, but finally a lead in the round for Astralis. Chris still trying to do work. Bomb train, certainly fine. That's gathered, that's achieved. Problem is the bomb is in a very linear perspective and can be watched by Device. He's actually given that up, even though he has the AWP, because they don't know a whole lot of what's going on toward Old Bomb. Now he's confirmed that that is clear. He's got a rotation towards Zed, and they'll be able to confirm as well that the bomb is still on the ground. But Device, as you can tell, he's a little bit worried about this. What does mousesports like to do here? Sticko's going to have to go for it. Yeah, smoke out.
Well, they are running out of time here, Matthew. The smoke is a decent attempt. You can see Zipex just looking way too poised from the connector there. Coming up to the 15-second mark, need to attempt a plant it. Sticko and Sunny with 1 flashbang. That's pretty much all they have to work with. They'll flash towards Ivy and try and find a frag. It's a very effective one. Nice work to get that kill, but you can see the reaction coming through. That will be the first round on the board for Astralis. Well recovered after taking some initial damage there from the Pop Dog area, the Molotovs. So difficult to handle, but they recover. That's the outside attempt from mousesports. Like we said, no default there. Straight up execution from the start. Robs will normally probe that upper ramp and work a pick. He is incredibly scary in that position. As Chris J brings up the Krieg, quite a scary prospect itself on train. Oscar with the AWP. No double orb setup anymore. Astralis couldn't recover the secondary orb.
Oscar going to hold out to the corner. They couldn't, as you say, recover that up. So Oscar only has one to go against. That is Device. And Device is lower ramp. Didn't elect to go to the corner. That's twice from Sticko. That's twice. Don't challenge that.
Yeah.
That's not a shot we see commonly. He's been, I won't say gifted. He certainly knows the lineup on it, but that's twice he's gotten it.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, though. The follow-up with the grenade as well, just as your mind's processing that first bit of utility, comes down with the direct spam as well. It's obviously been worked on by him. Fantastic opening scalp to find. That's Dupree dropped, but Rops as well. It's actually Device that picked him up.
Haven't seen this in ages, by the way.
You normally need the smoke down for it to be, like, super effective, but this is still fine.
Yeah, I agree with that if you're peeking to the far side. Yeah. They actually were peeking the back of the site, so they actually had less to shoot at, but you're right. Normally you do see the smoke with that. So long as they're not in the door, though, I suppose it's not as much of a threat. Smoke was thrown by the CT side. Glaive still waiting blue. It's your boy Blue.
It's all building up again. Time running out, though. Mousesports heading towards the train, but unfortunately, that's the bomb going down. That's very problematic. That can call for all the CTs to rotate over. Nice shot from Sticko. He has been excellent this round, but still needs to find more. Glaive looks like he's won this single-handedly. That bomb being down in such an awkward position is going to entitle Astralis to a nice free round here. Astralis will have 2 on the board. Oscar to save the AWP. They do have enough money to buy once again. You can see Sticko with the kills he found up to almost $5,000 there. This was the initial opener. Let's have a look at the lineup. You see it just right there in the corner. That's going to be such a satisfying kill to get. Oh, Dupree.
Look at Zipix looking over at it, too.
Yeah,
he's like,
come
really,
on,
dude?
Come on, bro. But they win the round.
It's like Forsaken's teammate glancing over at him like, dude.
Yeah. Man, you're sick all of a sudden. How have you done this?
No, it was. Did you see when he got caught?
I did see that.
The guy's just like staring at him like,
are you for real right now?
like, are you on my team? Do I know you?
Oh, dear.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, dear.
There it is. Thank you. I was going to do it, but it's your line. And I don't have any money left for royalties after the donations yesterday. So
that's true. Well, then, they will purchase up. You can see what's the tactical timeout here from Mousesports. Just assessing the situation, working out their value. And it's 1 AK, a Galil, 2 pistols, but the Oscar Orb is everything. He knows he has to be a little bit more assertive this round. Maybe try something a little bit more unpredictable, jump down that lower ramp or something, or just pick main entrance quite quickly. He's going to have a couple of distractions in front of him. Actually get boosted up by the looks of things. He's on the pallet right now, looking for any players above the bomb side floor. No one there for now, but Sunny has made his way towards Olaf.
Oscar just waiting to see. Ooh, see literally what he could. No shot down toward Hell. He'll change his perspective and look toward Hitch instead, knowing that if Glaive does somehow slide back out with a good shot, this could happen. Chris J instead takes the damage. He goes down to 20. Where did Magist take the damage? That must have been over toward B? No, it wasn't. So backtracks. Bit of the spray going the other direction. Perhaps didn't quite catch that. Nonetheless, a 3-2. Guns this time, perhaps for the last time for Mousesports. However, you could say that in reverse, in the same to Astralis.
It's all building up once again. The problem for Mousesports is every time they execute, it's always like the sub 30-second mark. They really struggle to get anywhere near that bomb site. It's happened a couple of times now. Dupree's playing in front of the smoke, exactly where he wants to be. They're going to pop flash out, and that's actually a nice creative way to do it. But Dupree, one step ahead, will take down the orb, but that's the sniper rifle removed from the equation. He'll go for the plant. Zipex can't deny. Clever. All of a sudden, Mousesports have a say in this round. They can do something with this.
That's clever from Sticko. He knew that that was going to be sprayed, so he went as far wide as he could. Zipex realizes now where that bomb was planted. Whoops. But now the flame's burning. Does he? Oh, he's not aware. He doesn't think that it's going to be E-Box, but sees his shoulder. He stopped just in time to check the back of the train, and that gave him time to react on the defuse already. Sunny on the run.
Yeah, he's just going to be holding on to that AWP. Knows he can't win the round. Sensible choice. Could be quite tempting to go for it and duck and weave for main entrance and try and challenge, but he's low HP. They have no money. But with an AWP, they can actually win 4 spies with just 1 AWP and the pistols around them. But that's 3 in a row for Astralis. Now, this is a difficult call. I would say it's worth buying here with the AWP, considering the money's not exactly out of control for Astralis. You could maybe steal this round back and put yourself in a fantastic position. There's the first AK at least. So it doesn't look like a full commitment. That's more of a tactical purchase with the AK around the AWP. Sunny still has $1,000 with the loss bonus building up. As long as they get a plant down, that will be fine. So you can see them trying their luck towards inside, perhaps. They've got 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs. Taking over Chris J's yet the frag. Just a note, Dupree needs to be careful. He has been struggling in this spot so far. You can see he knows the angle is not exposing any body parts here. Just going to be making sure he comes out on top. Does not want to be let down by the utility again. So this might be the outside fake. I would say it is because there's no presence towards IV, main entrance. They're not all going to go down Pop Dog. So they're just going to try and keep some players outside before they go in.
Device waiting patiently. Is very likely to have some company. He's already dropped off it, though, because Dupree kills Rops, but they realize that there's no other further action toward the yard. So inside, most likely the position where in which the attack will commence. Zipix certainly ready on the M4. Chris J's going to try and flash them in over top. That could catch Zipix, but the position that he's at on the train, he actually gets away with it because it went a little low and he goes high. He finds Sunny. Counter flash himself, drop down, flames extinguished, times it perfectly, sees the feet. That's very well done. Bomb dropped on the bottom of the ramp as well.
Great teamwork, isn't it? The timing's just spot on, guaranteeing frags and just taking calculated risks there. I really enjoy that. It's beautiful to watch Counter-Strike when Astralis are on the server. As the time runs out, once again, just 10 seconds remaining now. Oscar looking to save the AWP once more. It's been a fun time here after finding that pistol victory, then fending off the 4 spy of Astralis. They got the 3-0, but that's 4 rounds in a row for the Danes, who are looking their usual selves today, I have to say, Matt. Everyone's looking very good. Magus back on that double AWP setup. Only 1 and 6 for him so far, but remember, he doesn't necessarily have to frag out of control. He's holding outside of the AWP. As long as he's staying alive, the team are winning rounds. Not a big deal. 4 in a row. Krieg's out for Chris J again. He actually hasn't posted a frag yet, 0 and 5.
Shocking. Krieg's for Chris. Get it up in the chat. Hashtag Krieg for Chris.
It's good. It's got a ring to it.
Does have a ring to it. Oscar, he's got a resounding ring of thunder coming from his gun. And, ooh, they went for the drop run boost. This time spotted but couldn't respond. We've seen that twice so far this weekend, at least notably, as the nade will do slight damage, but the smoke will certainly prevent them from catching out Glaive, who, a bit cluster in his movements, will still get away. So here we go. Glaive's ready. Sticko's been at the ladder almost every single round, so they're not going to give up too much on this position. I can't imagine them letting him walk in for free without a trade somewhere to pull the distraction and attention away first.
So building up once again. Oh my goodness, look at them go. Trying to throw in the incendiary, then double down the flashbang, hoping someone could burn in the corner there. Dupree's going to jump in as soon as the flames go out. And that's not bad at all. You can see he gets information at least. The Sticko's there. Suggested will be an outside player. Got 2 players at Ivy. That's Oscar and Chris J. With that Krieg, they've taken a little bit of damage from grenades at the start. But remember, Magus Boy, we want to see him light up the scoreboard here. It's always exciting to see someone try out the AWP if you're not used to it. And my God, that's good. So you'll see Device and Magus perfectly positioned. They're going to find the initial kills and leave us in a 4-on-2. Oscar, no real chance of recovering this. Maybe a kill available just to keep things a little bit more expensive. But they're floundering once again. Dupree with the trade. And that's just CS perfection right there. You see them dumping their utility at about the 20-second mark. Any incendiaries they've got, any flashbang, it just makes things even more problematic for the ensuing Ts. They have to wait, what, 6-7 seconds for that to go out. Then they're really under pressure. And they just get nothing done at all. mousesports getting blown out the water here. Look how simple this is for Magus. They're just running into their crosshairs. That's when you know you've positioned correctly. No aim required. They'll do the heavy lifting for you. So, is this the force buy? No, they saved the AWP once again. So, Sunny, AK-47, 2 Deagles, a Tech 9. Money is a real issue here for mousesports. Their maximum loss bonus still Magisk. There it is. You're not seeing the sort of shots Device would hit from him, but still gets the intel. They're jumping across.
Nade damage. Oscar's going to get boosted up by Chris. Top server all the way up. Missed shot. No chance he gets away from a Jisk. So there you go. Off for him, and it works. Xipix as well finds Sticko.
Yeah. Actually, a double push towards inside. If you know the tendencies of the team are playing, if it's a default where, for example, Na'Vi always have Edward probing towards the brown hole, but you know it's always him alone, why not send 2 people there and maybe get the early advantage, knowing there's not going to be huge numbers on that side of the map. They know Sticko works that position alone, and they'll actually get him and punish. And again, another huge advantage here. Xipix spots one, almost certainly going to get that kill. Chris J can do nothing about it, continues to be on 0. As there it is, Dupree and Xipix make it look incredibly easy, pushing inside at the start, finding Sticko, finding that early advantage, waiting for the commitment, capitalizing upon it, no plant, and a buy available though. mousesports did not fully invest in the previous round. As you can see, the awareness is on another level right now. 6 rounds in a row, Matthew.
In a row. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. They're certainly turning things over. You said it as well. mousesports picked this map. Maybe you didn't say it. Maybe that was Alex. Alex said it. He said, mousesports picked this map. Let's see if they can play on it. Astralis picked Nuke. That comes up next. What's the record on Nuke, Hank?
It's like 23 in a row.
22 in a row. It could be 23.
It was 22 before we had the game the other day.
They played yesterday.
So I'm just keeping up to date, bro. You know?
You mean the one we casted?
Yeah.
That was the 22nd win.
Was it? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they said that before the...
I just said 22nd.
22nd.
It was the 22nd.
Anyway, the point we're trying to make is they're pretty good on Nuke. They're not bad. If they win train, that's it, I think.
Well, we'll see. Maybe today's the day it gets snapped away from them.
And that's why it's so difficult to play Astralis, right? If you're a team like Na'Vi again, another example from them, if you insta-veto cash, like you're just opening yourself up for that gimme map for Astralis. Like, it's a real rough affair in that respect. As Xipix holds patiently inside. Actually, this time taken down. A chance here now. He normally is good for one of those positions.
Jisk certainly prepared with the AWP. The bomb planted, as our lovely in-game announcer has told us. That's actually OJ Borg in a radio while scuba diving, for those of you who didn't know where that voice came from. Device, good shot, but Sticko still holding off the bomb. They've got the advantage, and watch the flank. Device is going back to CT spawn. He's still going to go down, right? Just wait for it. Now. Told you.
There they are, back in the running. That's their first round after losing 6 rounds in a row. It just felt like Astralis were going to get every single one with the momentum they built up. Crusader, that's the all-important frag. The off angle held by Xipix, designed just to get the 1 kill. You can see, though, not the cleanest kill, but the flashbang there made just incredibly ineffective. We're going to see now round of 11. Double up setup once again. 4 kills for Magus. We're going to follow his performance with that weapon. It's very interesting just to see how that develops. Smoke out. Looks potentially to be a faster approach here. Maybe going to just fly down the pop dog. We'll see.
Goes toward the brown holes. He'll go alone this time. Not entirely alone. He's got to go to support. In fact, he's going to go down the stairs as well. I thought he might babysit the top of the ladder. That seems to be his job for the most part. Glaive pushed up as well with the smoke in front. He's not going to find anything on the back of it.
Nades exchange again. Astralis, so difficult to overcome at the initial sectors of the round. You can see Sticko and Sunny feeling the brunt of the damage, but that boost, you actually rarely see a find a frag, but That's perfect. Dupree caught out of position, off guard. Now Sunny tries to retreat one more tick, and now Molotov was taking him. Chris J, though, looking incredibly effective now. He said he was 0-7 at one point, but now starting to come to life. Instrumental in their success in the previous round. Finds the pick that actually pulls the rotation towards outside as Chris J looks for a little bit more. Glaive aware of his presence, but can't spot him just yet. And he actually bails out and goes towards Ivy. That's great from Chris. Doesn't want to be part of that anymore, just wants to hold the flank to his teammates as they commit towards inside. Device, though, gets the opener. Zipex caught off position, and it will be now Device to hold them off as they try an attempt to plant here.
Timing. His Device wanted to go up the ladder and try and get the shot when they crossed. Still manages to find Robs, but it's a 2-on-2, and Chris J has the Krieg. Oscar has the op. It's M4 and AWP up close. Ooh. Two of them together. Oscar gets the exchange.
Full defuse.
But Glaive's on it. He might. He could. He's got no kit.
Oh, that's the problem.
He's absolutely. He'd still be on it for 10 seconds. He'd be picked. I think he still has time here. And, well, there you go. Kit in front of him. He absolutely does. That's Astralis now getting their 7th.
So Chris J there, not 100% sure he was committed to the defuse. Going through his mind was, does he have the kit? Is he going for it? For the 10-second, I have to check. And Glaive, so smart in those sort of situations. But this boost, really enjoyed that. You see those kind of things go in and out of fashion. Like, no one really attempts that anymore, but that's perfect. Dupree just looking for a bit of intel there at the back. But still, they will win the round and reset mousesports. Even with the bomb going down, they're going to have to take an eco here and allow Astralis to pick up 8 rounds on the board. Number 12 here, Mage's back on the AWP. Their money is low, though, but unfortunately, mousesports can't really punish that fact with just Glocks and Eagles here. No armor, no nades, try and get a plant. Like Zipex has been getting dropped. They look to the floor like that just to avoid the wallbang damage from outside. Without armor, you would just melt. So Zipex positioned more aggressively this time as he holds towards upper, would avoid the flashes, and he's guaranteed a frag on Sunny. That's no issue. And now can he deny the plant?
This is pretty solid. Chris gets Zipex back. Plant was absolutely denied. And Chris with the M4 now finds himself against 4. Glaive makes no mistake on that. 8-4. There's so many 4s, Henry. The 4s on the doors.
4s on the doors, scores on the doors. Not sure where these doors are positioned, but they're there somewhere. And Zipex just shutting down the inside approach. No plant. That's all he had to do, even though he died towards the end. Coming to the last few rounds now. Astralis looking their usual selves. mousesports only picked up 1 gun round so far, and that was scrappy to say the least. It was down to a missed shot from Zipex, but still, 4 is absolutely enough. Ideally, like 5 or 6. Against Astralis, maybe that's not the case. They are very efficient on their T side. As the nade damage comes in again, we mentioned that. These beginning few moments of the rounds can be so frustrating in your defaults. Like, you're trying to avoid them, and they just seem to time it perfectly every single time. Sticko swallows a grenade at the start, down to 31 HP.
So Zipex, M4 in hand, just watching the upper position, but they've already gone back to spawn. So this says a change of idea, of philosophy into the round. Sunny's certainly going to try and figure out a way toward A main. Dupree, meanwhile, that lovely spray. It's been a while, I think, since we've seen a kill through there at a pro level.
Yeah.
With an AWP, certainly. We've seen a few people collect on low HP players with rifles.
Yeah, definitely worth a go. Especially about lining up. Oh, Sunny. He did line up for Device. Oscar trying to get the trade, but there's nothing there. This is going to be difficult to escape those flames. Down to 17 HP. Just so overwhelmingly good in those sort of situations. Device closes the door on the outside bomb side pretty much. They have to go inside. With 30 seconds remaining, one of them's low. Glaive, that smoke lies in time. He's actually done such a great job. Look at the other 2 segregated behind the smoke. They've got no time here. Glaive is just bullying them at this point.
Bomb was desperate to get in because Robs had gone so far on the side, he thought, give it a go, mate. Gets caught off. Robs gets a lineup, though, and Oscar found Device. This could still fall apart. Glaive's done all the work. 3 kills, thankfully, as Oscar now on a 1-on-2. But AWP out, can't spot the first through the smoke. Does see the second. Glaive goes down. Bomb is, it's gone. He can't get it. The flames just kept him off it for long enough, and Magisk knows the situation.
That's so frustrating. So he couldn't pick up the bomb there. There's one tick from that incendiary was going to take him down. Perfectly thrown. As soon as that incendiary is deployed, the round is over. He can do nothing about it. If he touched the flames, he loses the AWP. He's just going to go down, lose the round. Device asking if he legged Oscar, and indeed he did. That secured it. If he had 100 HP, of course, he could have grabbed the bomb, planted. Might have had a real chance of winning it, but that double kill from Robs certainly made things interesting. And again, their eco. So agonizing for mousesports here. They can't catch a break. Losing so much damage at the start. They can't breach a bomb site at all. The utility's just always there waiting for them. That last smoke was so stifling. As Device gets hit up this time. Oh, they're going to try and get the follow-up kill. It's not going to happen. Robs gets sent packing. Everywhere you go. This is an HE ready and waiting. It's pretty unbelievable. It's like a sixth sense at this point.
Sticko backs off of the ladder. Yeah, it's pretty good that they can throw those nades so accurately and with good, I guess, the precision and timing more than anything. It's not like it's hard to throw them down the hallway. It just seems Astralis gets it right so often. Here we go. Double drop onto the head. 2 players there, both dead.
It feels like this map's done already. They just got no response for this. This was not the force buy, anything like that. I should be clear. Oscar saved the AWP in the previous round, and this, okay, well, not going to be the best attempt. Not really much he could do. Just, it feels like he's going to win every single round up until 16 at this point. Way too efficient, that's the problem. Is there a tactical timeout for this last round? Mousesports do have cash. Not a lot of it, though. Oscar does get nothing from the previous round. He's going to be set on 3K. Working in tandem, the CT's position inside the pop dog room. So they've had 1 gun round that's been successful. Luckily, they won the pistol. God knows what would have happened if they didn't. Could have been a 14-1, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah. This has been ridiculous. And mousesports picked this. This is a quarterfinal for those of you who are not aware. We are in the quarterfinals now.
Yes.
So this is mousesports tournament on the line. LDLC, by the way. How credit to them. What a sick event from them. They nearly had Liquid gone.
Really happy for those boys. Like Twanu, Alex especially. They've been grinding in LDLC for a long while now. Found almost no success. They've always been a decent little team, but never made it to the big tournaments. And now turning some heads properly. Like, respect to them. I want to see more in the future. Absolutely. A Zipex. They'll take down Robs. Like we say, Robs always found in that upper ramp position. Normally good for a kill or 2, but Chris J, he'll have to do the majority of the fragging here. He's out of the Ivy position. He's actually making his way towards the bomb site, but did he get spotted there? I don't think he did. Another kill for Chris. He's been such a nuisance out there, but still a 3-on-3. Best chance they've had in a while.
Sonny, easy. Knife it. Do it. You won't. You won't. You won't. He is going to be very patient. I like it. Okay, yeah, I told you won't, but you still get the kill. That's fine. You can work it in. And Glave's ready for it. He'll play backside hitch. Oh, I wanted to go all bomb, though, and actually I think got caught up on the wall. Kind of threw him off because strafe part of the aim at that level, and he just couldn't find it. It's now going to be just Zipex in a 1-on-3. Make it 1-on-2, but he's lost pretty much all of his health, down to 9. Didn't see what he started with. Was going to try and be clever with that one. I'm not, but it's him dead now, Henry.
They've got 5 rounds on the board, but I'm not sure that's enough. What an absolutely epic performance there from Astralis. The scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They lost the pistol, but mousesports with an uphill battle. Will they be able to do it? Find out after this break.
Things look fantastic. If you're Astralis, you lost the pistol, and then you win 10-5 in the half. Pretty good. And on top of that, you go to Nuke next. If they close this now, we could have a pretty short series.
Yeah, I think he might be right there. Train is so important for mousesports here. They let this one slip by that they are done for. It's going to be 2-0. They have to take it to a third, and it's not going to happen on Nuke. Astralis, 10 rounds on the board. If they win pistol, I don't see much chance of mousesports getting back into it. But they're an excellent team in their own right. They picked this for a reason. I'm sure they can get it together and put up a decent fight here. Fast outside play, though, as Mages gets their first headshot there. But Chris J gets the one that really matters. Takes down Zipex and the bomb as well.
But just could actually jump by. There's no one at all watching him. That works as well. He knows it's a boost. He knows there's two. He can hunt down for the second, gets it, and no one peeks him for the back tracks. The outback.
Absolutely wild from Mages. What is that? Obviously, if you see a player boosted, there's going to be someone that boosted him. So he gets the two frags. Sunny and Chris J both being headshot. What can they really do with this? They have got a kit. It's on Sticker, and luckily he's got 100 HP.
Wait for it. Kill it. Wait for it again. Get killed. Sticko with the kill on device that time. His teammate low, but they've got it down to a 2-on-2 at the very least. Kit for Sticko. They're going to put up Sunny.
I'm running out of time there, boys.
They are. The boost, is it really worth it? They want Sunny in a position that, yeah, he can see over top of the smoke while he diffuses. That was the plan, but it doesn't really matter if you just run out and die. And everyone will. The second pistol that's happened, all 10 players down.
Yeah.
So there's been full reinvestment, quote-unquote, in the second round.
Do you think mousesports will go for the double scouts as well in the second round like Astralis did? Let's have a look.
I could see it with Chris on the team. Like, it's definitely a viable option because he's so good on it. Do I think they're going to? Probably not. It might be worth it as well, given the score.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But they're going to take the full eco, so they'll get actually get a little bit of investment. You can have 3 HE grenades, but no one a main entrance to receive them. That's presumably they're going to be thrown. Incoming. No damage done, and oh no, Dupree's in such a prime spot. Look at the flashbang timing as well. It doesn't actually get much better than that, I'm afraid. Well, Rops, that isn't bad. If they get a couple of kills, that'll be great, but Zipex will stay alive on 7 HP, but here comes the round that really matters. Number 3, where mousesports can bring out some rifles here. They need to start strong. 12-5 down, like you said, Nuke next, and if you're not aware of how good Astralis are on that particular map, 22 map victories on LAN in a row. No one's beaten this lineup on Nuke, online or offline.
I did once, but
yeah, it wasn't.
They asked me not to talk about it.
The stream cut out, so we didn't see it.
It's true.
You're 1 on 5, took them all down.
It's also definitely true. I pushed Squeaky with a Negev. It was insane.
A new idea.
Reasonable one. If there's a smoke there, just sit and watch it. It's not actually reasonable. Please don't do that at home. We're hired professionals. Oscar's going to rotate back. He'll go to B. Sunny comes over to A. Chris will stay on the train. That just goes to Ivy with Glaive. Hey, that worked. Bomb picked up by Dupree. So things slowing down. Astralis certainly don't want to walk into anything uncharacteristic. Having won the first 2 rounds. AUG for Chris J. That's not surprising at all.
Inside they potentially go here. There are 2 players towards Ivy, so they could either be setting up a distraction or try and get towards the backtracks and penetrate the CT spawn area. That would be excellent if successful. It's a very difficult maneuver to pull off. Rops in prime position to shut down this inside approach, but will he find multiple frags in that exposed position? Teammates of Astralis now begin their espionage towards the other side of the map. You can see they're at upper ramp as well. They might just go for a sort of contact play here, knowing that Rops anchors this alone. They've shown enough presence to keep 4 players outside. What is the play?
Backside of the smoke, though. This could be pushed. They can't be safe on that alone. And
no way.
Glaive gets it.
That's insane.
He just covered off his whole team.
That's round over. Rops is dead now, and they're going to plant the bomb. And it's 5-3. Such a sick strategy, that one. Like, Chad wants to break down a round. Let's do that one. That's the one. Epic. Really cool stuff.
All right,
simple,
Chad,
but effective.
It's Henry doing your job for you. That'll be $10.
Just 10.
I mean, that's your daily rate.
Well, yeah. I didn't think you'd have to pay the whole thing, though. But
chocolate bars do.
True. 13-5, and oh my god.
I love casters who are not Sadokist too. I completely agree with that, chat.
Couldn't leave that one.
No, that was a good one. All right.
Give him attention.
Get a 1 in the chat if you agree with that one.
So, Deagles, and like I said, it felt like Astralis is going to get every single round in a row till they find the victory. That tactic was pretty special. Simple, like not a huge amount to break down, but just the way it was done and how convincing it was towards outside.
Oscar with Zeus is going to try and get up to the stairwell. Zipix still just waiting with the AK-47, so who blinks first? If Oscar pushes up, he goes down. That's inevitable, but that's
the long range.
Not really the range it's known for. I was going to say, but if he stays there and they go down the stairs, he might get a kill. Obviously, his patience wore thin first. Just still waiting. He's outside of aim, but he's got the train to cover, trying to immediately find better position by pushing up past Sandwich. Shot from Chris. That's a USP.
That's true.
Against a helmet at that range?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty damn good.
Sticko could still win this round. Don't go for that one kill, dude. Well, not much you can do about that. I was hoping he maybe get 2 targets there, and as soon as he causes the chaos, his teammates can pounce, but ultimately, it looks like Astralis going to find the 14-5, no problem at all. Rops, just the Desert Eagle. 4 players against him. He's just hoping someone goes to the ladder, steal the AK, run away. That's all he can do.
Rops with a deagle in hand will hold above and, exactly like you say, run through, give him a gun, best he can hope for. Zipix actually might. Okay, spraying up, I think that's fair play. Baits out the shot, confirmation of where he is. Now the boys can get on the move. Hunt him down, or try to. There's no guarantee that they can get there from getting up the ramp, and Device, I think, is aware of that. Still looking for a gun. Zipix actually gives up that entrance point. So there's a gun from where Magicics died. Highly unlikely that Rops gets over there to get it. 14-5. This has not even been a contest at this point.
Yeah, that's true, unfortunately. Remember, they won the pistol, got the 3-0. They were up 3-0 to kick this game off. I thought, wow, that's exactly what mousesports need. And yes, it was. But nothing can be done. And their pick, they just look like they're out of their depth here. They can't hang with Astralis when they're this good. Not sure many teams could with this performance, making up for mistakes yesterday. They said they didn't feel like themselves, and this is much more like it. The flashbang, oh my goodness, Chris J. That's absolutely wild for Mages while blind. How did they recover that?
That's unreal. That's so good. That, like, everything that's going their way is absolutely going their way. I mean, there's no position advantage. There's no utility advantage. I mean, it just still wins out on the trades. Mouse can't buy a break in this game. Good news is they're going to start CT on Nuke.
Yeah, that's something.
That's all I can give them at this point in time. Oscar and Sticko against 2. Oscar's going to move up below Pop Dog. He just gets the bomb planted and hold the guns, boys. There's no money. This is map point for Astralis already.
Yeah, this isn't great, is it? This is, I can't build this one up. I can't romanticize it. It's just mousesports being blown out of the water. Like,
you know what we can romanticize?
Yes.
The fact that tomorrow you're getting a mustache on you
I forgot about
the
that.
former facial hair of Chad.
It's in a plastic bag
shaved
right
off
now.
today.
It actually looks like pubic hair in a bag.
It definitely is going to look like pubic hair on your face.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm going to have a mustache in all my years.
Well,
Quite
that's exciting. Oh, this is even better. That's the op gun. Sticko, good thing he just shot when he did, because otherwise they wouldn't have got that. Sticko will recover it. They're going to hunt him down. Look at them running like knights on horses. Oh, did they get him? Sticko actually got glaives, so they kept it alive. 2 AKs
Look at
carried
this
over.
shot from Chris, by the way. This was sick. God, he pinned him to the wall.
Yeah, but watch this, though. Lined up, sprays in, 2 dead.
Magus is just having an absolute monster of a game here. He's only got 10 frags, which is weird to me.
Apparently, we're jumping in a lake tomorrow morning as well, Henry.
Yes, we are. I'm not ready for that. I suffer from a lot of shrinkage, Matt, if you know what I mean. So
Yep.
that could be a problem.
Yep.
Please don't...
It's all right. It won't take the editing team much to blow it out.
Just doing them a favor, you know?
Exactly. This is all, of course, for November, so ESL.GG/CS_Mo. Good push. Hit that tag. That was very close. That was very close. I'm surprised that didn't actually hit Chris J, but he goes down to Dupree anyway. Yeah, if you want to get involved, get some donations in, you can do that. And, yeah, we'll do lots of other stuff. I think in another 10K, I've got to get friggin' bleached hair.
Yeah. It seems weird that I'm getting pubic hair stuck to my face before you're bleaching hair.
You agreed to it, to be fair. You just went,
yeah,
I'll do it.
In hindsight, it was like, well...
I'll blame Chad. Maybe he just wanted it to happen. He kind of set the prices on some of them.
Well, a minute to go, 5 on 4. This is pretty much where it ends, I'd imagine. Living to fight another day. Playoffs will fall back. That's going to be Oscar and Sunny taking heavy amounts of damage here. Oscar... looks like he'll be taken out of the equation. It's going to be 16-6, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to be in awe at the level Astralis are demonstrating today. That's remarkable.
Insane. Insane, and I don't know what else to say because we go to Nuke next. You said it, 22-0 for this lineup for Astralis on Nuke. Mousesports better have something up their sleeve because this could be the end of their tournament. This is a quarterfinal, and Astralis are showing much better form. Yeah, that doesn't say much, does it?
Normally, most teams are losing. They'll actually shake hands and high five. There's nothing like that. They're dejected. We'll take a break, guys, and be back with the analysts.